So we discussed the law of total probability. Law of total probability is a problem to find out P of A. So all of you studied the formula right now. P of A is equal to what's the formula? P of E1 into P of A given E1 plus P of E2 into P of A given E2 plus etc. plus P of En into P of A given En. Now in Bayes theorem, this A will be given. Okay, capital A is given in a Bayes theorem. So in Bayes theorem, A will be given, and the problem is to find out P of EI given A. For example, P of E1 given A or P of E2 given A. Like this, P of EI given A is Bayes theorem. The problem in Bayes theorem is to find out P of EI given A. Total probability was finding out P of A. In Bayes theorem, this A will be a given event. So P of EI slash A means P of EI given A. Means we find out the probability of E1 or E2 or E3 when A is given. That is a task in Bayes theorem. So what is Bayes theorem? Bayes theorem is P of EI into P of A given EI. Numerator P of EI into P of A given EI by the total probability. That is P of A. P of A, the entire formula we copy in the denominator. Numerator is P of EI into P of A given EI upon the total probability. This is the problem Bayes theorem. I repeat, in total probability we find P of A. In Bayes theorem, A will be given. So when you read the problem, you can easily understand. Capital A, that will be given, and we have to find out P of EI slash A, EI given A. What's the formula? P of EI into P of A given EI by the total probability. Denominator will be P of E1 into P of A given E1 plus P of E2 into P of A given E2 plus etc. plus P of En into P of A given En. Is it clear? Formula are okay, right? Yes. So the main problems of textbook are there in 13.3 exercise, 13.3. But in a new pattern, they are combining the questions of total probability and Bayes theorem to form case study form. But 13.3 we go through. If you can study 13.3, you will understand that pattern. Okay. So in between, I will explain how they are going to combine the questions. 13.3, first question I will explain last because first question is a total probability one. From the second one, I will start. Yes. Did you note down the formula, total probability and Bayes theorem? Yes. Now see the first question. Second question. I will start with the second question of 13.3. Yes. Before that, an example, worked out example. Example number 15. Example number 15. It is a total probability question. Worked out example number 15. This is there in past papers. A person has undertaken a construction job. See, you have to listen to it after reading a question, how to identify the problem. The probabilities are 0.65 that there will be strike. So this one we are going to take as E1, the first event. So E1, we have to write the introduction and all everything like this. E1 be the event that there is strike. There is strike. So P of E1 is how much? P of E1? P of E1? 0.65. You have to then only I can get that feedback that you are listening to the class. P of E1 is 0.65. Then 0.80 construction job will be completed on time if there is no strike. So that will be our E2. So we'll take E2 be the event that there is no strike. So what is P of E2? P of E2? P of E2 is not 0.80. Instead, it is 1 minus P of E1. Okay. P of E1 is 0.65. Total is 1. So 1 minus 0.65, 0.35. What is the 0.80? We come to that point. 0.32 that the construction job will be completed on time if there is strike. Determine the probability that the job will be completed on time. So this is capital A. That means this problem is to find out capital A. The job will be completed on time. So we take capital A be the event that the job will be completed on time. Okay. So with this problem is to find out P of A. P of A means this is total probability or Bayes theorem. What is this problem? Finding P of A means what is this total probability or Bayes theorem?
Total probability.
Total probability. And we know total probability formula. P of A is equal to P of E1 into P of A given E1 plus P of E2 into P of A given E2. So we have to get these four factors. First, P of E1, 0.65. So we have defined E1, E2 and capital A. P of E1 is 0.65. P of E2, 1 minus P of E1, that is 1 minus 0.65, that is 0.35. Next is very, very important. P of A given E1. What is A as per the introduction A? The construction job completes on time. Given that E1 means there is strike. So there is a sentence in the question. Job will be completed on time if there is strike. What is that sentence and what is that value? So P of A given E1. So based on this, we write it is 0.32. Is it clear, children, that P of A given E1? Job will be completed on time and there is strike. Okay, given that there is strike. So it is 0.32. Now P of A given E2 means, so take the correct expanded meaning. A means job will be completed on time. Given that there is E2. What is E2? There is no strike. Okay, Raghav, what is that value? Where is that sentence? Job will be completed on time given that there is no strike. Can you see the sentence above 0.80? Did you see that? 0.80. Construction job will be completed on time if there is no strike. Is it clear, Shivanation, Johan, Joshua, all of you?
Yes.
Yes. That means we got all the four factors for substituting. Now you know the formula P of A. Just write the formula, substitute, and we'll be getting the answer. Is it clear how to approach a problem? Okay. So if this A is given, in some question it will be written like this, given that the job will be completed on time. Okay, and find out the probability that there is strike. That question will be P of E1 given A, Bayes theorem. So we are moving to that type of question slowly. So this example 15 is fine, right? Yes, noted. Now, this is question number 2 from our exercise. Question number 2 from the exercise. Exercise, which exercise? 13.3 exercise. Question number 1, I will explain later. A bag contains 4 red and 4 black balls. So I have drawn a picture there. First bag, bag 1, 4 red and 4 black balls. Another bag contains 2 red and 6 black balls. Like this, each and every part you have to analyze. Second bag, bag 2, 2 red and 6 black balls. One of the bags is selected at random. So that we are going to take E1 and E2. E1 be the event of selecting bag 1. E2 be the event of selecting bag 2. So P of E1 will be 1 by 2 because there are 2 bags. 1 will be selected. 1 by 2. P of E2 also will be how much? 1 by 2. Okay. Now, which is found to be red? So this will be capital A, which is found to be red. That means here capital A is a given event. It is clearly written, given in the question. When the event capital A is given, it is called, it is what type of problem? That will be Bayes theorem or total probability when capital A is given.
Bayes theorem.
Bayes theorem. So this is Bayes theorem problem. Okay. So in total probability, the question will be asked like this: find the probability that the bag will be read. So that is finding P of A. But in Bayes' theorem, found to be read. Can you see that? I have underlined and marked there. Found to be read means it is clearly given. Like this, a clue will be there in the question as given event. Okay. So from there you will understand. But as for your latest pattern, they are going to combine. Okay. First one, a total probability. Second part will be a Bayes' theorem, like that. Combined questions you may get if it is a case study. If it is 5 marker, this type of single questions you may get. Then find the probability that. Then what is asked? From the last sentence, you will understand what is required here. Find the probability that ball is drawn from the first bag. First bag is E1. So find the probability of E1 given A. Right? What is asked here? P of E1 given A. E1 slash A. Okay. So we have to find P of E1 given A. That means it is clear Bayes' theorem problem. Is it okay? All of you understood how to analyze a question and mark it different segments from the question and writing the introductory part and all. E1, event of selecting bag 1. E2, event of selecting bag 2. In every question, please follow this pattern. E1 and E2 and capital A. Okay, so that you can easily approach all questions instead of writing different letters. Okay, capital A, event of getting a red ball. Now, this task, this problem is to find out P of E1 given A. P of E1 is 1 by 2, P of E2 is 1 by 2. As per Bayes' theorem, we have to find out two more factors, that is P of A given E1 and P of A given E2. What is P of A given E1? A means, the word meaning of that one, A given E1. A means getting what type of ball? Getting a red ball, right? Given that it is from first bag, E1. So look at the first bag. In first bag, how many red balls are there in first bag? Bag 1. 4, right? 4. By total, probability is a number of favorable outcomes by total number of outcomes. So 4 by 8. Is that clear that P of A given E1 written? 4 red balls out of 8 in bag 1. That is 1 by 2. Now, P of A given E2. A means getting a red ball. Given that it should be from bag 2. So in bag 2, how many red balls are there in bag 2? 2, right? Out of how many are there total in bag 2? 8. 2 plus 6, 8. So it is 2 by 8 or 1 by 4. Is it clear, children, that P of A given E1 and P of A given E2 written? All of you got it clear? Shubhendra? Ibad? Are you all listening? Arhan, Aaron, Matthews?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, is it clear? Fine. Okay, so once again, P of A given E1 is 4 by 8. P of A given E2, 2 by 8. A given E2 means probability of getting a red ball given that it is from the second bag. Okay, A means red ball. So in second bag, how many red balls are there? 2. And total in second bag is 8. That is what? 2 by 8, 1 by 4. All of you got it clear? Now, what is this problem? P of E1 given A. Find the probability that bag 2 is, first bag is selected and it is a red ball. So, P of E1 given A. This is the Bayes' theorem. P of E1 into P of A given E1 upon total probability. Total probability is P of E1 into P of A given E1 plus P of E2 into P of A given E2. Then we substitute, and when we substitute that fractions, we can cut like this. Then the remaining calculations. Answer is 2 by 3. Is it clear, children, that question number 2 from 15.3, sorry, 13.3 exercise, question number 2 is okay? Yes. Now, shall I move to the question number 3? Question number 2 you have noted. Okay. Now, question number 3. of the students in a college, this is also there in past papers, it is known that 60% reside in hostel. So that we are going to take as even. Even be the even that the student is a hostelier. 40% are day scholars. So E2 be the even that the student is a day scholar, means not residing in hostel. Previous year results report that 30% of all students who reside in hostel attain A grade. 20% of day scholars attain A grade in their annual examination. At the end of the year, one student is chosen at random from the college and he has an A grade, which means this is the given event. So that will be capital A. Capital A is the event that the selected student attain an A grade. Is it clear? Capital A means capital A is given. And what is this problem? Find the probability that, what is the probability that the student is a hostelier? Hostelier means E1. So what is this problem? P of E1 given A. P of E1 given A means it is Bayes theorem or total probability. Bayes theorem or total probability?
So Bayes theorem.
Bayes theorem. It is Bayes theorem. But in your examination, if it is a case study, they will take the same question and they will split it into 3 subdivisions. You know how the 3 subdivisions are. First subdivision, they will put a simple question. Find the probability, okay? Find the probability that the student attain A grade, okay? Given that he is a hostelier. Student attain A grade given that he is a hostelier, which means A given E1. So here actually we are finding A given E1. A given E1 is how much? How many students in hostel attain A grade? 30%. 30% means 30 by 100. In case study, they will make this as the first subdivision. Actually, here we are writing A given E1 and A given E2. That they will make as the first subdivision. It is very simple. P of A given E1. So how will it be asked? Find the probability that the student attain A grade given that he is in hostel or he is a hostelier. Means P of A given E1. Second subdivision, how they will make, find the probability that the selected student got an A grade. Means it is P of A. That will be P of A. P of A means it will be the total probability. Then third subdivision, they will put this one. What is the probability that the student is a hostelier? That means P of E1 given A. That means this type of questions now they are taking and splitting it into 3 parts, same question. So that way they can frame a case study. Is it clear the questions how they are asking now? That means when you read a question, all these 3 will be there. In the same question, a simple conditional probability like P of A given E1 or P of A given E2 will be there. P of A will be there. Total probability will be there. And finally, this Bayes theorem also will be there. Okay. Is it clear, children, the approach of this type of question? Now move to this one. Here, E1 we have selected. The student is a hostelier. E2 be the event that the student is a day scholar. Capital A be the event that the student has an A grade. Here we have to find P of E1 given A. That we easily get from the last sentence. What is the probability that the student is a hostelier? Means E1, A is already given. P of E1 given A. Here P of E1 is 60%. 60% means 60 by 100. P of E2 is 40%, which means 40 by 100. These two are okay, right? Now, what is this P of A given E1? For Bayes theorem, we have to write P of A given E1 and P of A given E2. P of A given E1 means student got an A grade given that he is hostelier. In the question it is given. 30%. 30% of students who reside in hostel attain A grade. So that is 30%. The percentage all should be written as fraction. It is 30 by 100. Same way, P of A given E2. P of A given E2 means a student got an A grade given that he is a day scholar. That is 20%, 20 by 100. Now finally, we substitute. See, when we substitute, all these hundreds can be cut, okay, from the denominator. This 100, 100, everything we can cut. Then 0 from the numerator also we cut. Then we get easily 18 by 18 plus 8 or 9 by 13. Clear? All of you got an idea of this one, especially the same wording, and if it is a different question also, no problem. If you can understand the pattern of breaking that question, you will easily write, you will easily do all these types of questions. Introduction you can write, capital E1, E2, A all you will be selecting, and then you will understand, okay, what are the three parts in the question, okay? Yes. Now, question number 4 and 5 are same pattern question. You have to try, okay? And in the main class, I will be explaining that 4 and 5 also. Yes. Now, question number 6. Question number 6 is a similar one. There are 3 coins. 3 coins means we are going to choose E1, E2, E3. 3 coins, 3 events you will be selecting. Now, what are the 3 coins here? One is a two-headed coin. Two-headed coin means having head on both faces. In two-headed coin, probability of head will be 1 because both faces are head. Probability of tail will be 0 because there is no tail in two-headed coin. So this one we are going to take E1. E1 is the event of selecting two-headed coin. Another is a biased coin that comes up head 75% of the time. Means a bias towards head. So second, E2 is selecting biased coin or tossing biased coin. E3 is an unbiased coin. Unbiased coin is our normal coin. That means probability of head and tail are equal in a normal coin. Okay, so P of E2 or E2 is event of selecting unbiased coin. Then one of the 3 coins is chosen at random and tossed. It shows head, that means capital A. It shows head, capital A is given. This also they can break into finding the probability of getting head. P of A can be asked, but here it is written, it shows head. So that is our capital A. Clear? So capital A is the event of getting head in the coin. Event of getting head. Now what is asked here? What is the probability that it was a two-headed coin? Two-headed coin means E1. That means P of E1 given A is asked. Here also P of E1 given A is asked. Means Bayes theorem. Okay, Bayes theorem. But they can easily break this also into 3 parts. Find probability of head can be 1 part, like P of A, and then P of E1 given A and all. So after writing the introduction, all the 4 variables are clear, E1, E2, E3 and capital A. Is it clear, children? Yes. Now what is P of E1? Total 3 coins and selecting 1 out of the 3. So P of E1 is 1 by 3. P of E2 is 1 by 3. And P of E3 is also 1 by 3. Because 3 coins selecting 1 from 3. So 1 by 3. Next is P of A given E1. So please take that meaning of that writing, a conditional probability, A given E1. What is A? What is A here? What is A here? Capital A here?
Event of getting a head.
Event of getting head. Given that it is from E1. E1 means two-headed. In two-headed, both the faces are head. So the probability is 1. Is it clear? P of A given E1 is 1. Next, P of A given E2. Same way you have to take the word meaning. A means event of getting head given that it is from the biased coin. In biased coin, 75% of the time head appears, which means 75%, that is 75 by 100 or 3 by 4. Clear? P of A given E2 is 3 by 4. Same way, P of A given E3. A is getting head given that it is from unbiased coin. In unbiased coin, probability of head and tail are equal, same. So that is 1 by 2. P of A given E3 is 1 by 2. Is it clear, children? What happened? All of you left. Please keep the camera on. Are you all there, children?
Yes, sir.
Okay, camera on. Then only I will get that response from you. Okay. Please. Fine. So P of A given E3 is 1 by 2. 1 by 2. Then you will substitute in the Bayes theorem formula, because here P of E1 given A is asked. That we get from the last sentence. What is the probability that it was two-headed coin? So I have marked there. That means E1 given A. So you will write down the Bayes theorem formula, then substitution. After the substitution, we can cancel out that 3 in the denominator. There is common factor 3. So that we cancel the, then simplify it. Okay. So all these answers should be written as simplest fraction, simplest form of fraction. Is it clear, children? And the breaking possibility of case study question also you understood. Okay, in case study, P of A given E1 will be one part, or P of A given E2 will be the first part, and P of A will be the second part. Find the probability of getting head. That means that is the denominator of Bayes theorem. P of A is the denominator of Bayes theorem, right? Yes, then third part will be Bayes theorem. Like this we expect in the question. Now question number 7. Yes, did you note down question number 6? 6 is clear, right? Okay. Now the 7th question. An insurance company insured 2,000 scooter drivers, 4,000 car drivers, 6,000 truck drivers. So we are getting 3 events, E1, E2 and E3 from there. The probability of an accident are 0.01, 0.03, 0.15 respectively. One of the insured persons meets with an accident. It is given. One of the person met with accident means that is capital A. So capital A be the event that the insured person met with accident. What is the probability that he is a scooter driver? Means P of E1 given A is asked. P of E1 given A is asked here. Okay. This question is to find out P of E1 given A. Okay, P of E1 given A. I will take another slide to explain this clearly. Just a second. Yes. Yes. Now look at here. P of E1 given A is asked here. So E1 is scooter driver. Event of selecting scooter driver. E2 is event of selecting even that the insured person is car driver. E3 be the event that the insured person is truck driver. And A be the event that the insured person meets with an accident, capital A. Means here it is asked P of E1 given A. This also they can ask the probability that the person meets with accident like P of A can be another part in case study. Here P of E1 is 2,000. Scooter driver 2,000 are there. Divide by total. Total is 2,000 plus 4,000 plus 6,000. Clear? So 2,000 by 12,000, that is 1 by 6. P of E1 is 1 by 6. All of you understood? Now, P of E2. P of E2 is a probability that the insured person is car driver. 4,000 by 12,000, that is 4 by 12 or 1 by 3. P of E2 is 1 by 3. Then P of E3 is 6,000 by 12,000. That will be 6 by 12, 1 by 2. Is it clear, children? P of E1, E2, E3 written? Yes. Next, P of A given E1. So take the expanded meaning of that one. A means the person meets with an accident. Given that he is a scooter driver, it is clearly written 0.01. 0.01 is the probability of person scooter driver meets with an accident respectively. Respectively means the first is for the first one, scooter driver. 0.03 is for a car driver accident possibility. 0.15 is for truck driver. So P of A given E1 is 0.01. P of A given E2 is 0.03. And P of A given E3 is, what is that? 0.15. Then we just substitute and find out P of E1 given A. Is it clear? All of you got it clear? Any doubt, children? Yes. Now the next problem. Yes, like this it is substituted then. P of E1 given A, P of E1 into P of A given E1 by the total probability. P of E1 into P of A given E1 plus P of E2 into P of A given E2 plus P of E3 into P of A given E3. Next, 8th is also same. So if you can understand that pattern, majority of the sums are similar, right? Majority of the sums are similar. Slight difference in few sums, 1 or 2 sums, but majority are similar problem. It is a scoring topic also, okay, if you can understand it well. Factory has 2 machines, A and B. So from there itself, we are getting hint, E1 and E2, 2 events to be written first. Past record shows that machine A produced 60% of item. So P of E1 will be 60 by 100 of output. Machine B produced 40% of the item. So P of E2 is 40 by 100. So in every question you select like this, E1, E2 and capital A. So that the same pattern it will go on. Further, 2% of the item produced by machine A and 1% produced by machine B were defective. So that defective is related to capital A. It is given like this. All the items are put into one stockpile and then one item is chosen at random from this and is found to be defective. Found to be defective means capital A. Given event is the event that the selected item is defective. So here again Bayes theorem. Capital A is given. But that also they can easily split like this. Find the probability that the selected item is defective. P of A can be another part. What is the probability that it was produced by machine B? Machine B means E2. So here what is asked? P of E2 given A, right? P of E2 given A is asked. So you will write all the data. Okay, now I hope you all understood the pattern. Clear, right? E1, E2, EA. Every question we have to write these 3 things. E1, E2 and capital A. Now P of E1 is 60 by 100. P of E2 is 40 by 100. P of A given E1. A given E1 means selected item is defective. Given that it is from machine A. So 2% from machine A are defective. So that is 2 by 100. P of A given E3, E2 is 1% means 1 by 100. Then you will write down that formula and substitute. Clear? This is the question number 8. Okay, question number 9, the same way you will try. Next is question number 10. Question number 10. This is also same pattern, but another situation. Suppose a girl throws a die. If she gets 5 or 6, so we are going to take that as E1. If she gets 5 or 6, she tosses a coin 3 times and notes the number of heads. If she gets 1, 2, 3 or 4, we will take that one as E2. She tosses a coin once and notes whether a head or tail is obtained. If she obtained exactly 1 head, so that is a given event. she obtained exactly one head is capital A. This is our capital A here. Now, what is the probability that she threw 1, 2, 3 or 4 with the die? So that is our E2. That means this problem is to find out P of E2 given A. P of E2 given A. Okay. So let's write the introduction. E1 is event of getting 5 or 6. 13.3, question number 10. Okay. Event of getting 5 or 6. E2 be the event of getting 1, 2, 3 or 4. E2 be the event of getting 1, 2, 3 or 4. Now, capital A be the event of getting exactly one head. Is it clear, children, from the question how these things are written? Got it. Okay. Now, P of E2 given A is asked here. First, we write P of E1. E1 is getting 5 or 6. When we throw a die, total 6 outcomes are there. 5 or 6 means 2. So, it is 2 by 6. 2 by 6, that is 1 by 3. Clear? P of E2 means getting 1, 2, 3 or 4. 1, 2, 3 or 4 means 4 outcomes out of 6. So, that is 4 by 6 or 2 by 3. 2 by 3. Okay. Next, P of A given E1. So, please take the meaning of A given E1. A means exactly one head, getting exactly one head, given that when she threw 5 or 6. With 5 or 6, what happened? It is a connected event. With 5 or 6, she tosses a coin 3 times. So, I have written that events clearly there in the rougher space. Tosses a coin 3 times means total 8 outcomes are there. Last year you have studied this one. HHH, HTT, starting with H4, starting with tail 4. In this one, getting exactly one head, 3 times exactly one head events are there in that 8 outcomes. Can you see that one? This happened with the 5 or 6. So that we have to count 3 by 8. So P of A given E1 is 3 by 8. Is it clear? A given E1, all of you understood? A means getting exactly one head with throwing 5 or 6, which means with 5 or 6, she tossed the coin 3 times. So that situation is analyzed there. All of you got it? Yes. Next, A given E2. A given E2 means getting exactly one head when she threw 1, 2, 3 or 4. So with 1, 2, 3 or 4, what happened? She tosses a coin once. Tosses a coin once means P of H is 1 by 2. Getting head is 1 by 2. So then we have to write the formula. Yes, like this you will write the formula and substitute. Clear? P of E2 given A. Yes. Now, last 2 questions are slight different pattern. So, till question number 11, it is almost the same pattern. 10, okay, it is almost, even 11 also same time. But question number 12 and the MCQ, there is an MCQ attempt. These are slight different pattern that also comes in the examination. So, please see that one. Question number 12. A card from a pack of 52 cards is lost. Card from a pack of 52 cards is lost. From the remaining cards of the pack, 2 cards are drawn and are found to be both diamonds. So that is our capital A, found to be both diamonds. So that is capital A. So capital A, the event that both cards are diamonds, means capital A is given. Then from the last sentence, we get the clear idea here, E1 and E2. Find the probability that lost card being diamond. So according to question, 2 cards are drawn. Okay, sorry, 1 card is lost. So there is possibility that can be a diamond or it cannot be diamond. So according to last sentence, lost card is diamond. So that is our E1. Then E2 will be lost card is not a diamond. So what is E1 here? Lost card is a diamond. From the last sentence, we get that clearly. So E2 be the event that lost card is not a diamond. Then capital A be the event that both cards are diamonds. Both cards are diamond is capital A. Capital A be the event that both cards are diamond. Yes. Any doubt, children, in this? Now we have to find out P of even given A. P of even given A. So clearly analyze the remaining part. P of even means lost card is diamond. From 52 cards, one card is lost and is diamond. 13 diamond cards are there out of 52, right? So it is 13 by 52. Means probability of diamond. 13 by 52, 1 by 4. Then lost card is not a diamond means the remaining 1 minus 1 by 4, that is 3 by 4. 3 by 4. Next is very important because a combination comes here. When do we take that combination? All of you please turn on the camera and listen to it properly. From the remaining cards, 2 cards are drawn. Other questions solved, we had taken only 1 item at a time. But when 2 are taken, it is C2, combination, taking 2 at a time. So we use combination. 2 cards are drawn. So what is P of A given even? A given even means, A means both cards are diamond given that lost card is a diamond. Okay. So from the remaining cards, how many cards are there? 51 cards are there remaining because 1 card is lost. From there, lost card is diamond. Lost card is diamond means remaining 12 diamonds are there. So from these 12 diamond card, we take 2 cards. So we write 12C2 because of 2 cards are taken. Other questions all 1 item were taken at a time. When 2 are taken, it is combination. So it is 12C2 by 1 card is only lost. So remaining 51 cards only. From 51, these 2 are taken. So 51C2. Is it clear that combination written? 12C2 by 51C2. That is P of A given E1. Next, P of A given E2. Okay, we have to take there the same letter remaining. A given E2 means, what is A? Lost card is, A means both cards are diamond. Given that lost card is not a diamond. Lost card is not a diamond means still there are 13 diamonds. So 13C2. From these 13 diamonds, we take the 2 diamond cards. 13C2 divided by, but 1 card is already lost. So the remaining 51 cards, 51C2. This is P of A given E2. So that is what this question is important, more important because of the combination. Is it clear? That combination taken? Then you will write down the formula P of E1 given A. P of E1 into P of A given E1 upon P of E1 into P of A given E1 plus P of E2 into P of A given E2. Then we have to substitute, simplify like this and get the answer. So when we substitute that 51C2 we can cut throughout. Then we get 12C2. 12C2 means last year you have studied calculation of 12C2. 12 into 11 by 1 into 2. Starting from 12, 2 numbers. 12 into 11 by 1 into 2. Denominator also same way. 13C2 means 13 into 12 by 1 into 2. Then we will substitute like this. 11 by 50. Clear? Okay. Another question is a similar one. This type of a word out example is also there on the textbook. This is given as an MCQ, but it may come as long answer type. Probability that A speaks truth is 4 by 5. A coin is tossed. A reports that head appears. So this is our capital A, given event. A reports that head appears. Find the probability that actually there was head. So this is E1. So we take E1 be the event that actually there was a head, and E2 be the event that there is no head in actual. That means there is tail in the toss. These are E1 and E2. Here also, from the last sentence, you will get the clear idea what is E1 and E2. I repeat, it is asked here, actually there was head. So E1 be the event that actually there was a head in the toss. E2 be the event that there is tail in the toss. Now, capital A be the event that A reports that head appears. A reports that head appears. That is capital A. Now, here it is asked P of E1 given A. Bayes theorem form P of E1 given A. We write P of E1. E1 means probability of head 1 by 2. P of E2 means probability of tail. It is 1 by 2. P of E1 is 1 by 2. P of E2 is also 1 by 2. Next, P of E given E1. A given E1. What is A given E1? A means A reports that head appears, given that actually there is head. Means A speaks truth, right? Once again, take that A given E1. A reports that head appears, given that actually there was head. Means A speaks truth. A speaks truth is 4 by 5. It's given in the first part. All of you understood that A given E1? Capital A means A reports that head appears, given that E1 is actually there was head. Means A speaks truth. It is 4 by 5. Same way, P of A given E2. A given E2 means A reports that head appears, but actually there is tail. Means A lies. A lies means 1 minus 4 by 5. That is 1 by 5. Clear? 1 by 5. Okay, then we will write down the formula of Bayes theorem and substitute like this. P of E1 given A is P of E1 into P of A given E1 upon P of E1 into P of A given E1 plus P of E2 into P of A given E2. All these values you will substitute and then simplify. Okay. Our example 21 is also similar type. Example 21. Okay. Example 21, you just note down. Here also, instead of coin, it is a die. So here reports that it is a 6 is capital A. Find the probability that actually 6 will be even. The same way you have to try that example 21. Okay. Yes. So example 21 and the MCQ, the last question of 13.3 are same. Then one more question we have to discuss, that is also a frequently asking one from the miscellaneous exercise. This is also a very important question. Question number 16 of miscellaneous exercise. Bag 1 contains 3 red and 4 black balls. Like this, 3 red and 4 black balls. Bag 2 contains 4 red and 5 black balls. 4 red and 5 black balls. Bag 1, bag 2 like this. So we have marked it before we discussed one question of this type. One ball is transferred from bag 1 to bag 2. From bag 1 to bag 2, one ball is transferred. I have marked there by an arrow and written 1 on top, bag 1 to bag 2. Okay, one ball is transferred from bag 1 to bag 2. Then a ball is drawn from bag 2. After that, a ball is drawn from bag 2. So this is a given event. The ball so drawn, that means from the bag 2, a ball is drawn. It is found to be red in color. It is capital A. So capital A be the event that the ball drawn from bag 2 is red. Find the probability that the transferred ball is black. So that we take as E2. E2 is transferred ball. Transferred ball means from bag 1 to bag 2, the ball is transferred, is black. Even be the event that the transferred ball from bag 1 to bag 2 is red. So we take even. Even be the event that the ball transferred from bag 1 to bag 2 is red. E2 be the event that the ball transferred from bag 1 to bag 2 is blank. Now, capital A be the event that the ball drawn from bag 2 is red. The ball drawn from bag 2 is red is capital A. Okay, so like this we write E1, E2 and capital A. Is it clear, that introductory part? Based on the last sentence, here also we understood, okay? One of them is E2, probability that the transferred ball is blank, E2. So, transferred ball from bag 1 to bag 2 is red is E1. Given event is ball drawn from bag 2 is red. Now, here the question is to find out P of E2 given A. So, we'll write all the factors. P of E1. Yes, again look at the diagram. E1 means ball transferred from bag 1 is red. Look at bag 1. How many red balls are there in bag 1? 3, right? 3. Out of 7. In bag 1, total 7. So it is 3 by 7. P of E1 is 3 by 7. Clear? P of E2 means ball transferred from bag 1 to bag 2 is what color? Black in color. Okay, black. How many black are there in bag 1? 4, right? 4 by 7. So P of E2 is 4 by 7. P of E2 is 4 by 7. Clear? Now, next, A given E1. So take the correct meaning of A given E1. A means ball drawn from bag 2 is red. Given that ball transferred from bag 1 to 2 is also red. Means one red is transferred from bag 1 to bag 2. Now look at bag 2. Bag 2 red will be 4 plus 1. 4 plus 1. Divided by, in bag 2 total will be 4 plus 5 plus 1. That is 5 by 10. So P of A given E1 is 5 by 10. Is it clear? P of A given E1. Ball drawn from bag 2 is red. Given that ball transferred from bag 1 is also red. That means in bag 2 now the red will become 4 plus 1. Divided by total will be 4 plus 5 plus 1. Same way P of A given E2. P of A given E2 means ball drawn from bag 2 is red. Given that ball transferred from bag 1 is black. Okay. So in bag 1, in bag 2, now red will be 4 only, right? Same 4. Divided by the total is 4 plus 5 plus 1. Because one ball is transferred. 4 plus 5 plus 1. That is 4 by 10. Is it clear, children? P of A given E1 and P of A given E2. Then finally, we substitute this in Bayes theorem. P of E2 given A. P of E2 given A, same type of formula, and then we substitute and we get the answer. Here also we can cut the 7, 10 from the denominators, and the remaining part we get as the answer, okay? So instead of substituting 1 by 2, I substituted 5 by 10 and 4 by 10, so that the cancellation is easy. So 16 by 31 is the answer, okay? Yes. So this is the main content of probability. That means Bayes theorem and total probability. Bayes theorem and total probability, okay? From there, we expect the case study question from Bayes theorem and total probability combined question. So I think you got an idea about this one. Once again, when you attend the main sessions, you will get the clear 100% of this one. And those who have prelims, at least these sums you please go through. The advantage is if you understand the pattern of selecting E1, E2 and capital A, any question based on this, you can easily read out and you can easily do in the examination, okay? Yes. Next, a quick review of last part also I will give next 15 minutes. A random variable and probability distribution. That is also a scoring topic, okay? A random variable and probability distribution. And even mean also we can find out from there. A random variable means look at the diagram which is drawn there. I have taken an example, tossing two coins. Tossing two coins. Tossing two coins means, all of you know, 4 outcomes are there. Tossing 3 coins, 8 outcomes. Tossing 2 coins, 4 outcomes. Like this. HH, HT, TH and TT are the 4 outcomes of tossing 2 coins. Then a random variable is defined like this. Random variable is denoted by capital X, normally capital X. Capital X will be a number. That number is defined number of heads obtained. While tossing 2 coins, number of heads obtained. So, you know, when we toss 2 coins, so I have written this as a function, a real valued function. Its domain is sample space. Sample space I have written in the first arrow diagram, that oval shape, ellipse shape. Then X random variable I have written as the range, okay. Then H means first event I select HH. There are 2 heads, so I am on the 2. We are counting the number of heads. HT means 1 head. TH is 1 head. TT is 0 head. So this range we write as a set. Set means repeated elements 1 time is enough. So the values of X are 0, 1, 2. This is called a random variable. So random variable is actually a real valued function. Real valued means a second set is real or range is real number, whose domain is the sample space of a random experiment. Is it clear? That means some number will be asked. Number of heads or number of tails or number of threes or number of 6 in die case. Okay. So that number we count and write. That number is called simply random variable. Clear? Here in this example, number of heads. Then we can write the probability of this random variable and we can write as a row and column. That row and column will be called a probability distribution. Random variable is simply the number and its probabilities we write as a row and column. In the same example I have written below, P of X equal to 0 means probability of a TT. TT means 1 outcome out of 4. So P of X equal to 0 is 1 by 4. Okay. P of X equal to 1. 1 means getting 1 head. Getting 1 head means P of HT. So I am reading it from here. P of X equal to 0, P of X equal to 1, P of X equal to 2. That means after writing the random variable, we write the probability of each random variable. Is it clear that probability P of X equal to 1 means getting 1 head, means HT and TH, 2 outcomes. So 2 by 4. P of X equal to 2 means getting 2 heads. So that is 1 by 4 because only 1 outcome. This one we have to write as a row and column. X will be in the first row, 0, 1, 2. Its probability will be in the second row, P of X. This table is called a probability distribution. Clear? So when a probability distribution is asked, the first step is write the random variable X. Then we have to find out the probability of each random variable. Then you will be writing this as a simple table. The table, only 2 rows in the table. What are the 2 rows, children? X and P of X. X we copy from the random variable, then its probability we calculated and that we have to write. This table is called a probability distribution. Is it clear? Random variable and probability distribution, all of you understood? With this example, if you analyze, you will get the clear idea, okay, of random variable X and probability distribution. Probability distribution is a table which contains 2 rows, X and P of X. Then sum of these probabilities will be always 1. Sigma Px will be always 1. Some missing variables will be there in that P of X, and find out that. Well, last year boards also they asked that type of question. That time you will write the sigma Px will be 1. Sum of the probabilities is 1, and from there we can easily find out that missing data from P of X. So is it clear, children? X and P of X. Yes. Next, mean also we can relate to this one. Mean is sigma x into P of X. Sigma xi into Pi. That means if mean is asked, you will write 3 columns. This xi you will copy. Xi means the value of random variable. Second column we will copy that probability Pi. Then you will multiply these two, xi into Pi, and get the sum of this xi Pi. The sigma xi Pi is mean of random variable. Okay, mean of random variable. That is the last topic of probability. Mean is sigma xi Pi. So if you know random variable and probability, just multiplication is enough to find out the mean and then adding that multiples. So what is mean? Sigma xi Pi. Probability you will write as, probability distribution you will be writing as row and column x and P of X, but mean if it is asked, you have to create a vertical column like this. This x, same x you will copy xi, same P of X you will copy as Pi, then a third column xi into Pi, then you will add them, sigma xi Pi, that is called the mean. Is it clear, children? Mean is sigma xi Pi. Mean is also called the expectation of X, E of X. It's a probability related word. If E of X, if it is asked, you will find out mean or sigma xi Pi. Yes, hope you all understood these 3 terms: random variable, probability distribution, and mean. Clear? Okay, now see a question. Find the mean of number of heads when 3 coins are tossed. Find the mean of number of heads when 3 coins are tossed. See, when 3 coins are tossed, there are 8 outcomes. So this type of question, better we have to write the sample space. Sample space, 8 outcomes are listed like this. Starting with H, 4 are there. Starting with tail, 4 outcomes. Like this, 8 outcomes are there in the sample space. Number of heads obtained. Number of heads maximum is 3. HHS 3. So number of heads can be 0. No head case is there. Number of heads can be 1. Number of heads can be 2. Number of heads can be 3. So that is our random variable. So random variable X is number of heads obtained when 3 coins are tossed. So the values of X are, in examination, you can write an additional sentence. Let the random variable capital X be the number of heads obtained when 3 coins are tossed. So that word is there in the question, number of heads. Then P of X equal to 0. After that, we find out the probability of each random variable to write the probability distribution. P of X equal to 0 means P of TTT. TTT means no head there, 1 outcome out of 8. So 1 by 8. P of X equal to 0 is 1 by 8. Then P of X equal to 1. P of X equal to 1 is getting 1 head. 1 head, 3 outcomes are there. I have listed that 3 outcomes. So it is 3 by 8. P of X equal to 2 means 2 heads. 2 heads is 3 outcomes out of 8, 3 by 8. Then P of X equal to 3, 1 out of 8, 1 by 8. Then you will write the probability distribution, X and P of X. Okay, so the probability distribution, X 0, 1, 2, 3, its P of X values are written. Then for mean, you will be writing like this. The same X we copy as vertical column, Xi. Then Pi you will copy, then you have to multiply Xi into Pi, then you will add them, we get sigma Xi Pi, it is the mean. Mean mu is 3 by 2 here. Is it clear? All of you got an idea of random variable, probability distribution and mean. So today, now I will stop here and all of you have to practice it well. Again, in this type of sessions I will take, since I am free in the morning, Morning I have only one class for the afternoon students. So I will get free time. So that time you also please intimate me when you get the study leaves, okay, like this. So that time I will send a message and I will conduct the extra, okay, explanations like this. So even doubts, topics also you have to ask, okay, and clear the doubts, okay. Yes. So thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.